We'll start with a few minutes of internal silence. And this internal silence comes from a place of wisdom, knowledge, clarity, and clarity about two worlds. One is the story world, where there is a script that is going on, drama that is going on. And outside this world, beyond this world, is the supreme sky, the real world. All the tiny points of lights, they belong to the supreme sky. They don't belong anywhere else. They are from the family of God. They belong to God's family. Story world is going as per its script and is on track. Every minute that is passing by in the drama world, every character is just playing its role. The invisible point of light is absolutely free from the story world, from all the roles, absolutely free. The next minute, anything can happen in the story. There are different characters. It's not limited to 3 or 4 characters, but thousands, variety of characters. Many, many plots. Absolutely anything can happen any moment. The invisible angel, he has the option to remain free, remain beyond, and immersed in alokik, unearthly experiences. Experiences with light, experiences of bliss and peace and silence. Shanti. How was your experience last 1 week?
Last 1 week, I think was better than previous weeks in the sense that I could control my reactions to the drama, and I could remind myself again and again that this is the story, and I have to do my pieces elsewhere rather than being too much involved in the drama or too much attached to the actors.
Yeah.
So I'm just holding on to those facts.
Yeah.
That was better than the previous weeks.
That's good. Olivia, you want to share anything?
Yeah, I actually took on the idea of being a guest in an environment, which really helped a lot.
Being a guest. And our entire practice is really changing the way we perceive everything, our perspective, and that's why our entire effort is around the intellect and how to broaden the intellect. So currently, the intellect is very narrow, because it's shifting from this demonic phase and this Shudra phase to now understanding, and so from a very narrow perspective, what we call as an ant perspective, it's now getting this eagle view. So, but that shift is not a gradual shift. We shouldn't, we don't understand that shift as a gradual shift, but it's a shift in a second. In a second, you jump. In a second, changing from this ant to eagle. So everything is very instant. In our internal world, everything is very instant, and just takes a second. Let's start with today's session. Any points from the last one, from the time cycle? Any points from that session? Anything that stood out for you from the time cycle?
It means that we are under a transformation state, but it's still at times it's like we are going back and forth. Sometimes we feel we have crossed the line, and sometimes we feel we haven't. So and it keeps on repeating.
Repeating,
just an experience that feels like you were saying in an instant we change. So what I see within myself and maybe within few others that are around me, that changes both ways. So sometimes you go from a stone mindset to a Paris mindset, and sometimes from Paris to stone. So it's a lot of back and forth bouncing.
Yeah, it is true.
It's true. I don't know when that is the stage when we totally go to the Paris. And that's what we all are learning.
Yeah. We just want to hold, that stage of Paris for as long as possible. But we go back and forth a lot. That does happen. So, yes, Linda has said, lots to absorb, and I'm constantly trying to apply what I'm learning. And then another comment is, what all I have been experiencing for a couple of months made so much sense after this course. I am more mindful and able to get back to my calm self sooner now. Yeah, that is nice. So we were discussing about this age of transition, which is the confluence age, and so as part of this confluence age, before we come to understanding this, we will look at some wonderful phenomena that happen within the drama, many times. And I will, I just need to connect and just get a device so that you can see the screen. So we are looking at a phenomena that usually happens in our drama cycle, and this will help us understand what is happening in this confluence age, uh, you know very clearly. So there is one supreme being, and every other soul is um, for other souls we can use plural. They are plural, many souls, but for God it's not gods, it's singular. So only one. The supreme being is one, and then there are many other souls. As within those many souls, they play different roles. Some play the role of being a saint, some play the role of being establishing a religion, some write scriptures. So a lot of things happen within the drama. So we are specifically going to look at some religions. and how they are established. So religion means that where there is some knowledge and there is a book that captures those main ideas, which is read by the followers, it's followed by the followers, so that sort of things. And then as per the religion, how old or new it is, some rituals are created, so that's a different subject. But let's look at Jesus Christ, or Gautam Buddha, Mahavir Jain, all these. So even Muhammad and others. So in the case of, if we study the lives of these individuals, like Buddha, Jesus Christ, all these Vivekanand, their life, then what we see is that till the age of 30 to 35, they lead a normal life, and they are leading a normal life, and nothing extraordinary really happens. If you look at the Old Testament, which is the real Bible, they say, you can see that then life was normal, and then let's say this is um, Jesus. So 30-35 years, everything is normal, but around that time, so Jesus has a soul, obviously. Around that time, what happens is, um, from our soul world, a new soul comes who has never taken a birth before. Okay? So, an absolutely new soul. So, like this new soul, he came into a womb, spent 9 months in a womb. Actually, not 9 months, but spends around 7 to 6 months. Yeah, because for the first 2 months, it is just cells dividing. After that, the soul enters and spends 6 months in the womb, and then the child is born. Yeah, this is a normal process, obviously. And when someone leaves the body, they also continue like this. The soul will go into another womb, and so in this case, in the case of someone who has established a religion, so a new soul, comes, and rather than going into a womb, it comes into an already existing body and an existing role. So in this case, the soul of Christ comes. So Christ is the new soul. So like Guru Nanak, so even in that case, you know Nanak is the ongoing person who was living his life, but Guru, like the new soul, comes and gives the message. So from the time that this new soul comes, Jesus also starts seeing things differently. He starts questioning things, like in the case of Gautam Buddha. Everything was going well. He had a kingdom, and he had children, and he had a wife, and everything going smooth. But suddenly, around this age of 30, he started questioning, why are people dying? What happens to them? Does everyone die? So a very different thought process starts, which never ever clicked before. So why this happens is a new soul, there is a shift that is happening within them, because through them, a new religion has to be established. That is part of the drama. So this new soul who comes, they remember that they are from the supreme home, and what are the qualities of the soul. They remember the truth. So that's why, in the case of establishing a religion, they don't go into a womb, because if they spend 7, 9 months there, after that, they are not able to speak for 4, 5 years, then the child will mature. And by that time, a lot of new impressions are already created. Mom, dad, and this and that language. A lot of things are then altered. So it's not this clear knowledge, this unadulterated knowledge is not there. So for a very short time, Christ comes in the body of Jesus and keeps giving this message that he keeps pointing the finger upwards, that saying, God is light, and I am the Son of God. You are also all Son of God, and this is the way of truth and way of life. So it says few things. And Jesus tries to understand those ideas. So for this happens for about few years only. It's not a long time, just for few years that message is given, and then this soul leaves and starts a normal journey as it enters a womb. So their first birth is not the normal. For only some souls, like maybe 10, 15 souls. It's not, doesn't happen to everyone, but out of such, 800 crore souls, this may be a phenomena for, couple of souls. Yeah, or more.
So those are more like or Brahmin souls, like those selected.
No, we can't really say that. It is just that this starts from Copper Age, where we were looking at let me quickly how we spoke about golden age, less number of no eye, only one eye, then silver age and copper and then iron. So copper age is the time when souls have created many identities. So Dwapar. So that is the time after half the cycle, souls have created many identities, and that's where this Ravan starts. So Ravan is not present in golden or silver age, in the sense that two minds are not present. So this land of sorrow, it starts from here, Maya, in everyone. Because when identities are created, only then Ravan will start. When there is no identity, then true identity, then there's no need for Ravan. So from here, this kingdom of sorrow starts. And this is where souls start to seek. They start to seek something different. They want to, they have this experience of being happy at some point, but right now they are not experiencing it. So that is why they start to search and seek. So this is the time when Jesus Christ and all these, establishers of religion, Gautam Buddha, Guru Nanak, Muhammad, this is the time they start coming to give the message. Because now souls, as per the drama, they want the message. In Golden Age, Silver Age, no one wants the message. They're all happy. They have no seeking. So you know how they say for one of the sayings from Kabir Das that no one remembers God when they are happy. Only when you are in sorrow, that's when you remember God. It's just like children. They will not remember their parents if they have food, the water, Wi-Fi. Give them everything. They don't remember you. It's not that they don't love you, but they don't need you. But when one thing is lacking, either Wi-Fi is missing or food, they are hungry, then they will remember. So these souls are very new souls actually. They are new souls, and they haven't traveled to golden age. They actually come in copper age. So there are so many souls. We spoke about those 2 crore souls. Golden age and silver age. They are in copper age now, and they are seeking. They are feeling empty because they experience so much happiness. Now they are feeling sad and identities being troubled. They are seeking, and for them new souls start coming. So one of the soul is Christ. He comes, and when Jesus Christ was on cross, when he was on the cross and people were throwing stones and all that, then at that time Christ said that forgive them, God, they don't know what they're doing. And that is the time that he left. He said this and he left. This soul then went to his normal journey. And after few minutes, the words that are written in Old Testament, the words from Jesus was like, why have you left me? So people said there was such a huge difference in 5 minutes. First his words were so enlightened words, forgive them, God, and all. And after 5 minutes, he was crying, why have you left me? Why have you left me? Because Jesus was not the messenger. Christ was the messenger. So Christ, new soul came, absolutely clean, absolutely new, came, gave the message of love, gave the message of truth, and went on journey. So that has to happen in the drama, so that we keep in touch with the truth. Because as we are falling down, majority of the population is falling down. a new soul will come, and we will all get very attracted to the new soul because they don't have any identities. No. So for an old soul, they have traveled for a long time. They are tired on their journey. But a new soul, a very sparkling star, will come, and everyone will start following them. And you will feel that they are the old ones and we are the new ones, but it's the other way around. Because a new soul will always have a spark. No? So as per the drama, there is always sparkle on the stage. So it starts with golden age. The first souls come, they create that sparkle. Then they start becoming old and getting tired. Then new will come. So right now we are saying this is Kali Yuga. This is the age of darkness. And so whoever is in the spotlight at this time, they are new souls. Yeah, they are very new. They are in the deities phase right now. That's why they have that sparkle. But they are not in, they haven't come from golden age. They've just, this is their first or second birth. Deity age is the golden age. So let's look at this again. We can. So online, is everyone able to understand? This is quite important for us to understand. So golden age is where all the souls are naturally in deity phase. Yeah. Then silver age, souls create some identities, they move to the warrior phase. But whoever will come, so in silver age, new souls are coming. So they come with deity phase, but then they move to warrior phase. Now we have a 2 crore souls on this world stage who are all in warrior phase. Now they create more identities and they are in merchant phase. But new souls will come in deity phase. So even in Iron Age, even in Iron Age, there are all the majority, like 99.9% souls are in demonic phase. Give sorrow, take sorrow, that sort of mentality. But population is continuously increasing. New souls are coming. And when they come in deity phase. But they will fall down very quickly. Yeah. So just like we have 4 set of mobile phones, let's say iPhone, Samsung, and some other phone, some Hawaii Oppo type of phone. So, all will start with 100% battery, 100% charge. But maybe an iPhone lasts for 5 days, Samsung will last for 4 days, and any Chinese phone that you get for $50 will last for half a day. So every soul starts with 100% battery. But the souls who are more powerful, they are able to retain that 100% for a long time. And those who are new, they quickly start to lose their energy. They quickly start to create identities. So for the souls in golden age, look how much time it has taken for them to create identities. Like this whole cycle, thousands of years. But someone who comes here now, immediately they create identities. So is it making sense? Like, as an example, it's another example that, in Australia, if you talk about Australia itself, the land is 200 years old, 200 to 300. USA 500, 600 years old. And for the land of the subcontinent, India, these are older lands. Like, people were trying to find that land, and in that process, they found USA and other. So, um, what I'm trying to say is that once you, as per the drama, we discover a land, then new souls start to come there. So mostly, the most new souls are, in these parts of the world. So, Australia, USA, they have very new souls coming at the moment. And if you go to some other countries or other parts of the world, they have, they are old lands. So energy is different. You find people are rude, and you find people are, they don't care. But if you come to, Australia, and you go to a store even at 4 p.m., they are happy, they are, cheerful, because they have that energy. So this difference exists because some are some have traveled for a long time, and some are this is the first birth. Like how I was saying last time, that during the India, partition, or during that time when India got freedom, the entire world population was 2 billion. So in around 1947, entire world's population was 2 billion. India was like 120 million or something, and right now only India is 2 billion. So these many new souls have come. And that's why innovation, science, new discoveries, all that has happened so much. So these are new souls who create these. The old ones, they are stuck. They can't be creative. So all these inventions, all these things that are being created, so they're very new souls. This is their time to shine. So they are in the deity phase, then they come into the warrior phase. That's why they have the courage. They can take risks. They can create businesses. They can, they have an idea, they implement it. So the world, it will always have that sparkle, that light. So in that copper age, this very new soul, Christ, comes and gives the message of truth. Same way, after some time, um, I think how old, Guru Nanak came 150 years ago, something like that. 100 years, 150 years ago, I don't know. But, let's see, 500 years ago. So 500 years ago, Guru Nanak came, and same thing, gave this, clear message that, God is one, and his name is truth, and he's Akal, like immortal, and very clear message. Sai Baba, came 100 years ago or something, and same thing, leads a life of normal till age 30, 35, and then suddenly a new soul comes. And that new soul gives the right message that, Sabka Malik Ek, everyone belongs to one God, and we are all brothers. So then all the old, souls, they start following, So rather than the message being implemented, we make a God out of that messenger. Because that messenger has a lot of sparkle, and it's always easy to get attracted to them rather than follow the message. So for me to follow the message that all of us are brothers, that is difficult, no? Because I have to drop my grudges, I have to drop anger. But for me to, click a picture of this guy and start, chanting something every day, that's easy. So this is why, more religions, but the practice is lacking more and more. Yeah. So all these messengers come, they give the message of truth. And we took some names like Guru Nanak, Gautam Buddha. So many, a lot of souls play that part. So this one is the new soul, like this new soul. And yeah, so something very similar happens in Confluence Age. Confluence Age is the time of awakening. And what we said last time, that from the Iron Age to we are shifting to Golden Age. Yes, and this is the dawn. This is the time of dawn, early morning. Yes, early morning hours. And just like in our 24-hour cycle, early morning hours are very short, like 2-3 hours. Just before the sunrise, it's just few hours. So same way, right now we are in this transition of awakening, and it's a very short time. We said 100 years last time, and it has already started. We will go into the details later, But what makes this change is knowledge. And we, in Confluence Age, you get the injection of knowledge. So how so many messengers came and they gave the message, and the world made scriptures and we started worshipping, but we kept falling down. Right, more identities. So no one really gave us the, no other soul gave us the method to stop creating identities. To how do I consider myself to be a guest, I consider myself to be a soul, and this is a drama going on. So it was like there were new souls and gave the, message of God, but they didn't have the full picture, because they are entering the drama at the, somewhere in the middle, so they don't have the full picture. So right now, Confluence Age, which is like the end of the drama, all the actors have come on the stage, and one of the actors who also has to come on the stage is a god. That he's also a star. And so all the stars, all the souls come on the stage. They are playing their role, and it's the time for, the, we can say the superstar also has to come. Yeah. And so messengers of God were coming, but in Confluence Age, God Himself comes as an incarnate, as a point, and gives the knowledge of this entire drama, our home, Himself, and us, and He tells us this is the time to go back home. So He gives the full picture. That is how we can check if it's the right message. It gives us the full picture, bigger picture. So it is only God who uh, you know sees the full drama, because that one soul is sitting in soul world, and he sees the drama from the day one to the last day. Every other soul at some point comes into the drama, and then they get attached, they can't you know see beyond that. But there is one soul who keeps sitting in the audience seat, and just last minute he goes on the stage. So just before pack up, he goes and gives the message. So in this case, we there is, in 1936, in our um, time calendar, in the year 1936, there was a man called Lekh Raj. And in the community, he was called as Dada because he was old. His age was at that time 60 years old. And this is, the role of God is a little bit different to all the, you know, uh, religion establishers. They come when the body is 30 to 35 years old, but the supreme being comes when his, what his, you know, chariot, the body he's going to use, is 60 years old, because by that time, um, yeah, there is no desire within the body for any other thing, like how, for food and even lust and other things, when naturally you age, those things are gone. Yeah. So you don't have to fight. So this is simple for God to, get to the mission. It is simple. So the Supreme Soul, when this Dada Lekh Raj was 60 years old, the body was 60 years old, at that time, this Supreme Being, entered the body and started giving the message of, this full picture, complete picture. At that time, before partition, so this was in Sindh, Hyderabad in Pakistan. So it was in Pakistan that time, but now it is Pakistan. So at, this, he came and he started giving the message of, how this is a drama. Whatever you are seeing, this is a drama, and the real world is beyond. And he, started saying about Paras Buddhi and Pathar, the divine intellect and the stone intellect, and he gave the two perspectives and everything. And then by 19, after partition, so in 1950, sorry, we'll just stay here, 1936. And in that community in Sindh, Pakistan at that time, it was, just like if a messenger comes in, a new soul comes in our area, it just creates some magic. Everyone will know about it, and somehow people want to see what's happening there, what is the message given. And so this was God Himself. It's not a new soul. It's the supreme being. And in our at the Brahma Kumaris, we call a God with this word, Baba, and it's not used for any human being. It is only used for this point of light. And yeah, it's just a word of endearment. When you love someone and you respect them, then you use this word. So Baba. So he came, who is truth and never changing, and it created a bit of momentum in that community, and lot of people and girls and boys and older people, they started coming there, they started listening to the sessions. And the course that we are doing now, this is the same course that was delivered, a little bit maybe different, but a similar course. And it's called the Raj Yoga meditation course. So he started giving that how to become your own master. So Raj Yoga. And he said, I'm here to teach you this meditation to become your own, master that you are. And then after partition in 1950, Baba's direction was that now you shift to Mount Abu in India. On a mountain top, there is a bit of solitude, and you're, not that into the world. So it's a good place for practicing. So 1950, the headquarters moved to Mount Abu. And around 1970, so between 50 to 70, lot of places started in India, and in Delhi and different parts of India, centers started to open, and everyone was doing the course and this and that. And from 1970, um, the students who were practicing since 1936, they started traveling overseas. So someone came to Australia, someone went to UK, someone went to Africa. And from 1970, 72, places started opening everywhere in the world. So how God's task actually works, that it's the message of truth, and different countries have different religions and dominance and rules and whatnot. But they went to Dubai, they went to UAE, they went to all the countries, and problems came, but very easily. People are practicing meditation, different religion. Like in 1970 they came to Australia, and 1975 the first center in Melbourne opened near Caulfield. That was the first center in 75. And this is why, 2025 is 50 years in Australia. So, one man did the course, which is Charlie Bhai. He's Australian, and he was 22 years old that time. And now he's 60, plus, he's 65. So, yeah, just, these, different religion, different culture, absolutely different lifestyle. But, the minute, they heard Baba's message, no question about religion, this and that, just that experience. Because yeah, it was a different time 50 years ago. So that immediate experience, and immediately understood about Ravan, Ram, Maya, all these things, and no doubts, and just started the journey, and have stayed in that journey for 50 years now. So yeah, from 1970 it started traveling to literally every world, every country. um, in between all these different stages, in 1969, this Dada Lake Raj became 96 years old, and naturally he left the body, died, left the body. So from 36 to 1969, all that Baba said, the Supreme Being said, it was recorded and it is written as well, because even from 1936 to 69 it was sent to different centers. Yeah, so whatever he said in the morning was recorded, written and recorded, and that was sent to every center in India. So that is, whatever he said, this knowledge that we are listening to, it was called Murli. So it's called Murli, and it's not music, but it's knowledge. It's knowledge for the soul. So what we are discussing now, these are ideas from the Murlis. So in Murli, he spoke about this divine intellect, stone intellect, and every day at every center in the world, in different languages, in absolutely every language, French, Spanish, Murli is read. Same Murli at every center. So after 1969, Baba was asked how will the task continue. So he said, continue to read the Murlis that I have spoken so far, and but I will, the task will continue. And another chariot. So this was a lady who was called Dadi Gulzar. So from 1969 to 2017, Baba used to come in, this body of Dadi Gulzar once in every one month, once a month, and as per the time he would give the murli. So this was also murli, but more refined, and people understand this one better. So from 69 to 2017, and after 2017, we are just repeating these murlis. But Baba, clearly said that um, the task of this 100 years is nearly an end, and now it is just the time to practice. So means 2036. Between this, from 1936 to 2036, complete transition within. First, it will happen within the souls. Um, a few lakh souls, they will completely become living deities. People will know about them. It will not be a secret like right now we are just sitting, no one knows. But within that time, the transition is going to be so huge and so clear. And we said three things externally will also happen, which is um, civil war. You know, civil war will happen. The natural calamities will happen more and more, and um, what do you call that? Atom. No, with the science, atomic bombs and all that. So like World War, mass destruction sort of thing. So these three things will also happen between 36 to 2036 to bring the earth completely back in its original form, in balance. And all that is necessary, unnecessary will be removed. First internally and then externally as well. And then all the souls will return back to their home, and the drama will start fresh. So yeah, this is the what happens in this age of awakening, Confluence Age. It started from a group of 300 people in 1936, and now crores of souls are practicing, and practicing the meditation, understanding the message, and creating that shift internally. So yeah, after Baba came, he named Dada Lake Raj as Brahma. So in every religion, how one figure is shown as an old man, like Santa Claus or Brahma, and different religions, they show one man who is very old and has a beard, So all the deities, all the deities that we see in pictures, they are shown, young and, like that. But there is only one deity. In every religion, every culture has one deity who is extremely old and has a white beard and, very old. And that is the symbol for what happens in Confluence Age, because God, Brahma is not a deity, but because God uses that body, everyone remembers that, that there was a old deity, Adi Dev, they say the first man. So the first man, why he is the first man? Because from there the new chapter of, this new episode of drama starts. So that's why it's the first man. Yeah. And so this is the history. And any comments from online or here? Yeah, that's the picture. Someone gifted it to us.
Picture or this one?
No, this one, the statue. Yeah, yeah. What is going on for?
um, you mentioned Raj Yoga meditation. So, I think every month, every year there is like a, in July there is some sort of session that
Yeah,
runs
yeah,
in
yeah.
Uluru.
Yeah.
So
Where is that? Koluru?
Uluru in Australia, Northern Territory, I guess.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Uluru.
Yeah.
In July. So I just remember last year I randomly signed up for it. This was last year in July, and I was very much drawn to it. But eventually I didn't go. I almost booked my tickets. It's like a vacation. You can treat it as a vacation and a retreat where you,
Yeah.
you know, reflect on yourself and you have people with knowledge all around you. And then someone who was in the organizers, she asked me, "Have you practiced it before?" And I was like, "No, but I just feel I have to. I want to
Attempt.
try." And I started asking many friends, one after the other. Nobody could join me, and then I decided to do solo. But eventually, I didn't do so. Now I see, how for some reason that I was drawn to it, and now having experienced it, it's really a life changing experience and knowledge.
Mm. Yeah, really. And I'll just share the picture of, Dada Lekraj Brahma. So this is the picture, and we only use one picture because we are not worshipping any human being here. But this is the only picture that is when Shiv, like, Baba, the supreme being, is in the body. So this is the picture. So these eyes and everything is very, magnetic, because it's of that time. But otherwise, we have to go beyond pictures. We are not. We are all pictureless beings. So yeah. But if someone asks, this is the picture of Brahma. Yeah. Brahma means creation. Creator. And so that's why the word, Brahma Kumaris and Brahma Kumar means every soul that is dedicating to creating, is dedicated to creating. So creating what? Creating, truth, and creating that light of truth, removing darkness and creating that light of. So I'll just share this, one story that an author has written, and it's called The Last Century. There's a book written. Not This is not by a BK. It's a, someone else has written this book. But they, knowledge is truth. Everyone is catching that truth. Like how you were saying, your daughter is saying that, 25, this will happen, that will happen. So souls are, somehow everyone will know what's coming. And so it's not just, but what is happening here is Baba has told us beforehand. In the Murli, when COVID was about to, start, we had heard in the Murli that it's coming. So at every center, we knew that, something is coming. So it's that sort of thing. And the way we utilized, the time of COVID was, beautiful. Like I had, the best. It was a good time, for practice and, Yeah, because we had a clear, focus.
Had, what is that? Something stamped that yes, it is right.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah, some guarantee or whatever. So once once we have experiences, then you don't need to. So no one is convincing, but you will know it's your father. Like we are not related to blood that someone will say this is Brahma, this is Baba, this is God, and I will want to lead. It's not like that. No? It with your own experience, you know that this is nothing, no one else but my father, but my parent, parent of the soul that is speaking. So when you listen to the Murli, it's another thing. The ideas that he gives and the way he talks, and it's just another personality. And this is the personality of God. So we have those classes. We'll come to that later. But in this book called The Last Century, there is it starts with a story of a train that is actually going down a hill, and it's about to, everyone's about to die, and it's going to collapse. But the one who is driving the train, so he knows that this is happening. So he goes to the next compartment and he is shouting on top of his lungs to tell everyone that this train is about to go downhill and it's going to collapse. Please jump off the station and come out of the train. But in that train, entire train from the first compartment to the last compartment, there is a party that is going on. Everyone's on a vacation and they're eating chocolates and cold drinks and they're just talking, loud music playing, and he's just tapping on people's shoulders and he's trying that. And whoever listens to that thing, he they ignore it, but then he keeps saying something. So people say, what is that? And then he shows them from the driver's seat that, look, it's going to fall down. And then more people believe it, and then they leave the party and they are going to tap others. So you know only once it happens that somehow this entire world is busy in party, and we're all party means creating attachments, eating this and that, and you're busy in another world. And only once in Confluence Age, you know for once for everyone, someone will come and give us a tap that come out of the party. And it's only once, somehow, as per the drama, we will all get one tap. Every soul on this planet will get one tap that this is about to end and you have to go. But that's the beauty of drama, that no one will say that I wasn't told this. God, you came and I didn't know that this is a drama and this is going to end. No one will say that, because each one, as per the drama, it is destined in such a way that each one will get one proper tap. That please stop, wake up call. Everyone will get that. Even before pain message, through knowledge, they will get. But when they ignore it, then no one will come back again. So then pain messages and you're on mercy or you know of drama to decide. But yeah, I think this is a wake up call for all those who are online and that leave the party. You go back to the party, but now you go back to wake them up. Now you don't go to offer them cake and this and that. You have a you know that wasn't the agenda. We obviously were going for a holiday. But now that if I'm sitting on a boat and I didn't sit on that boat to, for these serious things. I just went there to have a nice time. But now that I know that it is sinking, I don't care that my nice time is, ruined or something, but this is a more urgent thing, that this is about to sink. So before it sinks, come out of it. Because if you don't, then there is a lot of pain. Even if you're not able to step out of the train before it collapses, then we will feel like I'm going down as well. Although the soul is safe and immortal, but it will experience hell. Because if others are dying and I'm attached to them, it will be a just like hell, sort of experience. So hell is not anywhere else. Yeah. So like they say in hell, there'll be like these huge pans with hot oil and someone will fry. Yeah.
One thing I've heard is if you have like hurt someone and if
Yeah.
that person who hurts go to hell, and then yes, you will feel the pain thousand times more in the form of physical and described physically. Like
Yeah, yeah. So it is the, the more we have this Ravan and Maya alive within us, our experience throughout the drama is of hell. So if someone is dedicated to removing Ravan, removing Maya, then it's not hell, because your experience will be of heaven. Because Confluence Age actually is the time of even better than Golden Age. In Golden Age, um, the that clear knowledge is not there. Everyone is in that natural state, but right now we know what's coming up and what we are passing through, and it's we have this awareness and relationship with God. So that is another thing. So, yeah, not outside of it. Yeah, home is like eternal, heaven. It's like all the time it's heaven. So lot of people will say that is heaven is up above, because new souls who are coming, they find this world very chaotic, and so they say heaven is up there. But heaven or hell is both here, golden age and iron age. And right now we have the option that even if there is iron age all around us, it's Ravan's thing going on, but you have the option to, because of knowledge, you can see it as a drama, and that's it. And if you know that it's a drama, then even if it's a horror show, you can enjoy. Even if it's an action movie, you can enjoy. But for that, you have to know that it's a drama. So it doesn't matter if it's a fairy tale or horror story. If someone is aware it's a drama going on as per the script, then you enjoy. Mm. It's like that. So we will share, some Murli, class timings in the morning where we have the Murli. But we also have the Murli revision classes in the evening, because for some who can't join in the morning, we have sessions in the evening. Yeah. So these are some are online sessions and some are in person and online as well. But every day at every center there is Murli in the morning. So here we have it at 5:30 a.m. So, just before office and everything, for 1 hour we have the Murli session.
Yeah, we have 5:30.
Yeah, daily, daily. Yeah,
daily like 7 days.
Yeah. So there is no break, no holiday for the study. Lifelong, wherever you go, there is Murli. Yeah. Saturdays and Sundays you bring children. Yeah, weekends. In the morning, if you want to, yeah, it's not a problem. But Saturdays, definitely there are many children who come. So they have a children class. It's weekend. It is 7 a.m. So that's good.
That's in person.
Yeah. Yeah, children class is also in person, and adults, listen to the movie, and they just read one. They have a teacher, and someone reads only one passage of Murli for them, and makes them understand, draw, and all that. They enjoy that. So we'll yeah we'll have that. But I want to just say one last thing, that no matter we are continuously here to support you in your journey. I am very much dedicated to that. And no matter what, via phone, via in person, in any way possible, we are very happy to support you in your spiritual journey. And for lifelong, this is a lifelong school. In Australia, Brahma Kumaris is registered as an education institute, because when the government asked, what do you do? We told them this is what we do every day, Murli class, and they said this is education. So it's spiritual education. So it is a school, and even in the Murli, when you hear, Baba every day refers that this is a university, this is a godly school. So each one is a student here. So, but if any assistance is needed, then happy to be there. So that's about it. So never feel that you're struggling or finding anything difficult. Moodly is the number one support, but if you are having some problems understanding the Moodly, then obviously we are here. So yeah, it's a very auspicious day. I think 1st April for all of you. You are now part of the school. It's like before admission. How you have a test, like a short test, and when the student passes that, they're part of the school. So now you've finished everything, and this is your new life, new birth. So yeah, now congratulations for
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for providing us.
yeah, very nice. Any comments from online? Yeah. Yes. So Priya has asked something, a question. Does giving genuine feedback, which may not be a positive one about someone, count towards one's karma? Um, yeah. See, if they have asked for it and we give it, that's not a karma. But if someone hasn't asked for it, they're not looking for it, and I give a feedback or something, for them to inspire them to, um, improve, which they necessarily don't think they need to, then it creates karma, because anytime I have an expectation, it creates karma. So it's my expectation. If they're asking for it and I give it, then it's okay. Yes, we'll share the future classes on the group, and yeah, thank you everyone. Shanti, thank you. Any questions? Any comments for the future sessions? Anything? The a number, which is the admin of the group. Just feel free to message there. Yeah, Shanti. Thank you.